So after your career here, you went to the University of Portland, had a great career there, and then you entered the MLS Draft in 2010. And going back to that first year you had in the league, what was more surreal, that moment that your name got called and you got drafted, or that moment you stepped onto the field as a professional for the first time?
When I stepped on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first game of the year. We were playing against LA in LA. I was on Salt Lake at the time. They had just won the championship against LA the year before. So it was like the opener, and I think I played about 15 minutes in that game, and one of my best friends from childhood happened to live in LA, and he made it out to the game, and yeah, that was unreal. That was a moment that it was the noise, it was deafening, and you couldn't hear anybody on the field. It was a nice introduction.
And it's cool now, probably how real that moment still is for you. And now you're going into your 8th season in MLS, man.
Yeah.
That has probably flown
wow.
by. And, you've really shown a lot of perseverance and a lot of tenacity. Talk about core values from a Rush player. You've been with now going on your 5th different team in MLS. What do you think, what is it about you, Colin, that has allowed you to excel with all these different changes?
Perseverance definitely is key. I just think what I've been fortunate to have as in my career is always have been on good teams and teams that have tried to play good soccer. And I think coming into the league and learning what I did learn at the Rush and the way that I was developed as a player, a lot of the style of the teams that I played on were more possession oriented and they kind of fit me. So it was nice to see that these values transferred into the professional ranks.
And you talked a little earlier about being atypical and staying true to who you are. And you're pretty traditional number 6. You sit in, you win balls, but you play, you connect, and you keep the ball for your team. So what is it about that position that just that you love? Because I don't think a lot of kids will say, hey, I want to be a number 6.
Yeah.
But it's a great position.
Yeah, it's for me, it's the most natural position. In college, at the end of college, I was playing the number 10, and I put that for a couple years in the MLS, and then I slowly moved back. But for me, it's just when you have the qualities that I have defensively, it really helps in that position because you're able to cover and all that. And then for me, the best part about it is you're on the ball pretty much the most, and you're directing traffic, and you really get to enjoy the ball during the game, and all your work will usually come back around.